given that it's our job to do so, we'll attempt to wrap up all the crazy shenanigans that the ancient world tried to pull on us, from the downright bizarre reason these Peruvian skeletons are missing their feet to the 50,000-year-old mammoth Tierra that may have belonged to the Denisovans. Notably, this year was also one of biblical proportions. Archaeologists found an exceptionally early painting of Jesus in an ancient Israeli church that they believe to be around 1,500 years old, while the Museum of the Bible had a few hiccups with their Dead Sea Scrolls. Big surprise, they were fake. Just last month, archaeologists believed they finally found Greece's lost city of Tenia. What we're trying to say is this: it was really difficult to pin down just a handful of the most newsworthy and remarkable archaeological stories of this year. Without further ado, we introduce to you the most meme-tastic and internet trendy stories of 2018 as determined in no particular order and by no scientific means of measurement whatsoever. As if it's not bad enough to die in an apocalyptic volcanic eruption, making the list for 2018's best archaeological meme just added a boulder-sized cherry on top. A man who fled Pompeii mid-eruption became a viral internet meme after archaeologists found him in a position that made it appear as if he had been smashed to death by a massive falling rock in a feat worthy of a standing ovation by Wile E. Coyote himself. The gent made the internet rounds for about a month before archaeologists working at the Pompeii site realized the initial analysis was likely wrong. After having managed to remove the giant rock from the ground, researchers found the man's skull and upper body were intact, making it unlikely that he was killed by a rogue rock blasted from the nearby Mt. Vesuvius. Instead, he probably died from asphyxia caused by the pyroclastic flow. When archaeologists in Egypt accidentally discovered a mysteriously massive black granite unmarked sarcophagus, the entire internet made the same joke. Fortunately for us, when archaeologists actually opened the stone coffin, it didn't contain a sinister evil ready to unleash a damning curse on the world, but the ooey-gooey, sludgy mess that followed was just as bad. According to officials, sewage had leaked into the coffin from a nearby road, leaving 3 skeletons to rest in the red sewage. That led to another disgusting internet thread deemed worthy of its own article. Further analysis revealed a rather grim history behind those buried in the coffin that includes the story: a young woman and 2 young men who appeared to have been placed on top of each other in subsequent burials, one of which had been the recipient of a surgical procedure known as trepanation, making holes in the skull. Throughout the history of humanity, it appears people have had a knack for displaying their love of, well, love. Just last month, an unearthed fresco discovered in Pompeii captured a sensual albeit uncomfortable love scene between the legendary Queen Leda and a swan. The bird was really the Greek god Zeus in disguise, who fell into Leda's arms for protection from a predatory eagle and subsequently seduced her, though some interpretations suggest rape, on the same night she laid with her husband, the Spartan king Tyndareus, resulting in 2 eggs that hatched a bunch of famous children. Similarly, a mosaic-tiled bathroom floor recently discovered in the home of a wealthy ancient Roman displayed dirty jokes in the form of Greek myths delicately told in 2,000-year-old art depicting homosexual sex between another bird-disguised Zeus and his young boy toy Ganymedes. Apparently, our knack for potty humor is nothing new. Not just once, but on 2 separate occasions construction workers found more than 1,000 teeth, yes, human teeth, during renovations in 2 different corners of the world. In August, excavation crews working at an Australian metro tunnel uncovered a trove of century-old human teeth buried alongside precious coins and other cool artifacts. 2 months later, a team of construction workers in the state of Georgia found another 1,000 human teeth in the wall cavity of a commercial building. While it sounds like something out of an episode of American Horror Story, both instances have a relatively mundane explanation. Old documents show that the 2 sites were the former locations of early 20th century dentists who had a habit of casually tossing out their patients' extracted teeth. This one gave us all a serious case of the willies. A team of archaeologists working in the abandoned ancient city of Chan Chan unearthed 19 anthropomorphic wooden statues thought to be more than 750 years old, though others contend they date back to 1100 CE. Either way, the statues are the oldest known icons found in the region. Each statue measured just 70 centimeters, 28 inches, high, and they are in relatively good condition. Some appeared to be holding staffs and shields while others were decapitated. Those still with heads were found wearing eerie beige-colored clay masks.